So, welcome back, guys. This is Madhav PVL, and today we are going to discuss about system calls. So, basically, system calls discussed it before only, but now I am going in depth with some examples of system calls. So, basically, what is a system call? As I had said before, system call is nothing but an interrupt which is produced by a software. So, an interrupt which is produced by a software is known as a system call. They are the function calls which allows user to create the interface with OS. So it is a call which makes the user to just implement this function with the help of this interface in OS. So basically, user program are libraries. So he will just pass a command to kernel, and then device drivers will just search for them in the hardware devices, and then it will just bring back to the kernel, and then the kernel will bring back to this user space. So this is the basic of this system call. So now let us just discuss about one of this system call, that is open system call. So it has a two parameters. So open system call is we need to just create a new file, then we just use a open system call. If we need to just open an existing file, then we will just use this open system call. So basically it has a two parameters, that is a path name and then flags. Okay, then. So if we need to just create a new file, then we need to use another system call, that is create. So if we need to just create a new file, then that new file won't have a path name, right? So path name is nothing but if we just create a file, then it will just have some address. So that address will not be present in this new file, right? So we need to just use another system call which is known as create. So create is used to create a new file in this hardware, and then if the file name is not present in the same directory, then we need to mention the path name. So basically if we need to just call something, so let me just open my command prompt. If we can just see here, so this is the path in Windows control command prompt. So this is the path for our file to just check what is it. So basically if the path is not like this, so we need to just change the path. So for changing the path, we need to just give some other directories. We need to just mention the path name to just get the file name in that path. So basically we need to just change the path name in the command prompt to just get the file name which we want. And then if we need to just start with the directory name in the Linux operating system. So in the command prompt, if we need to just call a file path, so for calling a file path, we need to just start giving the path name with the directory. So that is int open const char path name int flags. So int create consists of two, that is so path name and then number of mode, I think so. So number of times, so number of the data which is required for creating is int create, and then int open it is nothing but it is just giving this file directory. So int direct file directory and then path name and then number. So we need to just give these three to open it. Open is nothing but if the path is already decided, then we need to just use this open command. If we need to just create something new, then we need to use this another create command. And if we need to just change the path and open it some other place, we need to just use this open it command. So flag includes three main modes, that is read only mode, write only mode, and read write mode. So basically file operations are reading and writing. So we can just perform either these two, or we can just perform this both at same time. So basically only these three are the things which we can just do in this file modes. So file application, sorry. So the things which we can just perform in this file are only these three: read only, write only, and then read write mode. So this open system will return a file descriptor. So file descriptor is nothing but it will just tell about this status of a file, like it is just a standard input, it is a standard output, and standard error. So these three are useful for the purpose of this representation by this command prompt. And then now let us just discuss about this write system call. So write system call is nothing but it is used to just write to a file in file descriptor. So it is just used to write to a file descriptor. It has a three parameters, that is file descriptor and the message we write in this buffer, and then size t count. So let us just discuss in detail. So now if we need to just write a system call, that is if we need to just write to a file descriptor, we need three main things. That is file descriptor and message we write and how many bytes we write. So basically file descriptor is nothing but the path of the file in which we write a message into that file. So message is nothing but the things which we write in the notepad. We will just get that notepad into this command prompt and we will just decide its file path, and then we will decide how many bytes we need to write, and then we will just give it as a command system call. So it will just work on it. So write system call is like that. And then while coming to read system call, it is used to read from a file descriptor. So as like that, we also need three parameters, that is a file descriptor and message and number of bytes that we read. As I said before, file descriptor is just the path of the file, and then buffer is nothing but the message which we will just read, and then count is nothing but number of bytes that we read, and close is nothing but it is just used to close a file descriptor. This requires only one parameter, that is nothing but the file descriptor. So in this whole three system calls, the file descriptor plays a crucial role, because the file descriptor is the only way by which we can just communicate with this kernel to just show the path of that file. So file descriptor is the path of the file. So this file descriptor is common in this three system calls. So basically I'm just showing now an example of a C code for this read, write, open and close. So these are the predefined libraries, and then now I'm writing this main function. So like buffer of 80, size and message, hello world, and then file directory, I am just opening this with the format of both read and write. So not only read, not only write, I am just opening with a read and write. So I will just read the data in that, and I also write the data in this check.txt. So with the help of file directory, I was just opening this file, and then now with the printf, I am just printing the data which is inside this check.txt. As I said before, txt is the format, that is a text format file. So check.txt is a text format file. So if I am just printing this, it will just print the data which is inside this check.txt. So if so it will also just print an interrupt if we just pass this %t. If the interrupt is -1, then it will just -1 is nothing but nothing is there in this txt file. So if you are just giving some blank txt file, then it will just return an interrupt of -1. So if it is returning -1, then I will just try to just print the data, like I am just trying to write the data inside the check.txt. So check.txt opened with a read write, as I am just printing a message, like this file is opened with a command of both read and write. Now I am just writing like fd comma message and size of message. So message is nothing but the thing which we are going to just write in that file. So here the message is hello world. So we are just trying to write that message into that file directory. So now let me just seek. So seek set is nothing but it will just seek the position. Now will it just allow us to like, let me just tell something. So seek set is nothing but it will just change the status of that file from -1 to 0. So it will just change the file to 0, like error, and it will just pass that message into that file. Now if we just read, so size of the message, so if we just read now, then if you just print it, then it will just say like so let me just clear it now. So read is nothing but I am just reading the whole thing which was copied into that, and I am just storing it in this buffer. So now I am printing this buffer to just check what is now being printed, and then I am just closing this file directory and I am returning 0. So the output is it is an example.c. So this is a command which we will just use in this command prompt, and then the file directory will be 3, that is it is success, and check.txt opened with read write access. This is the message which I am passing in hello world was written to my file. So in this way we will just perform a task. So this is a simple C code in which we can just write in this command line interpreter. So let me just show you some other system calls, like create system call. So it is just used to create a new file. So it has a two parameters like file name and mode. So mode is nothing but the format, and then file name is nothing but the name which we want to just decide. And then mkinvd system call, so it is used to create a new directory. So new directory is nothing but a new folder in this graphical user interface Windows. But in this Linux operating system, it is called as a directory. So to create a new directory, we will just use this mknod system call. It doesn't require any file paths or whatever it may be. So in Linux, everything will be stored in this desktop, right? So there will not be any other special drives. So like that, it is creating a new directory, and then chdir is nothing but it is used to just change the current working directory. So it has only one parameter, that is nothing but this path. So the path should be specified as this parameter to just change this current working directory. And then stat system call. So stat system call, it is used to display in detail about the given files or file systems. So total files, total space available, free space and available. So those all things will be given by this stat. So stat is a statistic. So stat system call, it accepts two parameters, that is file name or folder name and this stat buffer. So this is all about this stat system call. And now I am just getting into this pipe system call. So pipe system call is nothing but it is used as an output of each process directly as an input to the next one, like a pipeline. So here we can just discuss like the output of each process will be directed as an input to the next one. So simultaneously it works like it's like a relay race. Like if one person runs and if we just give that stick to the another one, the next one can run like that. So this is like a relay race. Like the output of each process will be directed as an input to the next one. So this is like a pipe system call. So DUP system call is nothing but it is just to create a copy of this file descriptor, and it accepts only one parameter, that is old file descriptor name. So and then link system call, it makes a new name. It makes a new name for a file. It accepts two parameters, that is nothing but the old path and then the new path. So unlink is nothing but it is used to delete a name and possibly the file to refers to. It accepts only one parameter, that is known as a path name. So path name, unlink is used to delete a file, and this is used to create a new name for a file. So these are the examples for some of the system calls, and this is the architecture of a system call. So thank you for listening, guys.